We're here.
We got 9. To go to the sister island, Nevis.
Oh,
It spells like Nevis, but it pronounced, just touch your knee. Just say Nevis. That's Nevis. All right? Also the bus terminal if you're living on the west side of the island. Now there's a total of 4 ferry and it takes like 30 minutes to 1 hour. See, you have 2 of them here.
Okay.
Now those what takes 30 minutes, you got to pay $24 round trip. The others you pay, the slow one, you pay $16 round trip. But the boats, they come in, you buy your fish on the wall here. There are guys, you give them a few bucks and they clean them for you. But I always recommend when you're going and leaving your fish, make sure you count them.
Okay.
One might be short from you, one from you, one from you. That's a pound he get for cleaning. He get paid and he still get a pound of fish. Now on the right hand side, that's the public market for your fresh vegetables. On Saturday, it's the major marketing day. So you come here Saturday morning like 5 o'clock, you get some nice fresh vegetables. In the week, most people, if you run out of something, you go to a community supermarket, right? But the fresh ones, you come here on Saturday morning and you get them.
that's early, 5 o'clock.
Well, if you want it fresh, if you want the leftover, come 7. If you want the leftovers, come 7. I want fresh, I'm gonna be 4:30.
I don't blame you.
I'm gonna go 4:30 and wait.
Oh, so what's this right here?
Now, right in front of us, are gonna be on our left-hand side. This is the War Memorial. The War Memorial. Every second Sunday in November, we keep a memorial service for those who lost their lives in World War I, World War II. There was a total of 26 lives. 20 in 1, 6 in 2. They were all fighting for the British. Now these are 2 more courthouse. House of Justice. See the courthouse? That's the 2 courthouse. This an island stands very strong for law and order. That's why it's so clean. We don't stay. Now on the right hand side, that's the primary school. But what we are approaching in front of us, this is the public on the ground hotel. Everybody dying to go here. When you check in, you cannot check out. No refund, different rates. And your bedroom is 6 feet, fully heat conditioned. But at evening, you can come on your balcony. There are some pretty balconies there. So you can relax on your balcony at night.
Okay. All right.
Different colors, easy to identify. Now the official currency of the island, it's the East Caribbean dollars. It's like 2.7 to 1 American. When I'm giving you prices of anything on the island, I'm speaking of US dollars. Now, I don't want 2 weeks from now, when you get back home, and I read the newspaper, I see that you are back home making noise between the EC and the US dollars. So let's concentrate on the US dollars today, all right? Now, the price of gasoline, it's almost $6 per gallon. $6 per gallon. Then on the right, that's the main hospital. We have a total of 3 hospitals on the island. That's the main one. And they're all public, no private hospital on the island.
Okay.
We make Coke, Sprite, the Carib. We also make Guinness. But but on the island, you don't get too excited. The reason why, if you drink too much beer or Guinness, you end up in the hospital, then the underground hotel. Then they say walking distance, 1, 2, 3. Limit yourself.
Now, what side is considered where all the nicer homes are?
the southeast. That's back on. We're gonna see all that. But
Okay.
on the right hand side, that's our cinema.
Oh,
It's
that's
a
the first time I seen
it's a 7 screen. So you know what that means? 7 different movies can be taken part at the same time.
Okay.
It's your choice which one you want. It's like manufacturing, fishing, agriculture. Now when I say manufacturing, we make electronic parts, computer parts, swimsuits. 98% of the workers in that industry are ladies. Remember I said it's a ladies' island.
Okay.
Now coming up on your left hand side, these are the egret birds. The egrets, and they do their nesting. They do their nesting right here. The egrets. These are babies, eh?
Wow.
At evening, when the parents come back in, that's a friend of mine's house. His house costs 140,000, include the land.
Okay.
My house costs 20,000, but every year I have to. This is an international university health science school of medicine. School of medicine.
Okay.
Now all the schools on the island wear uniform. Each school have its different culture to 16. You go to the high school. If you are doing well at 16, there's a college on the island which prepares you for your back.
Oh.
A veterinary school of medicine.
Ross University School of Veterinary Medicine. Okay.
Okay guys, now you see that cream house here?
Uh-huh.
You see the link with that piece on?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Good. These are 2 bedrooms. My 20,000 is that size.
Okay.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
little longer because I'm a 3 bedrooms, all right? 3 bedrooms. But these homes were built by the government in each village or each community.
Uh-huh.
These carry 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, a kitchen, a living room, and a little veranda. If I'm interested in one of those homes, I go to the House of Parliament and fill out that application. If I qualify, they will call me. Sometimes it's not even about qualifying. How close you be with the politicians? 150 every month for 20 years. After 20 years, is the owner of that home, that house.
Okay.
That's not bad.
But while paying, you can do anything to it. You can remodel it, you can change the windows, change the doors. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You can do anything.
Island of the Eight.
Yeah, right? Island of the Apes.
Now, can someone buy this land over here? They
Good.
wanted to?
Good.
Okay.
But when you buy the land, it's include citizenship.
Oh, okay.
There are certain places. Remember I said places, right?
Yeah, certain places. Yeah.
Not the sea level. We call it sea level. We're close to the sea. So,
Right.
Then, so that's included. Also, the government is selling passport. You can get a passport, right, which that you buy that, and it's include 2 of your family members, your wife and your son or your daughter. So if you got 2 daughters, one of them is in the salt boat, you know. Now, I'll get back to that. This village we call Challengers. This was the first village the ex-slave could have got a piece of land after slavery was abolished. So they had a chance of owning piece of the land. Challengers.
Okay.
Now this area, we call this area Bloody Point. Bloody Point. In 1626, the English and the French, they teamed together and they massacred the Carib Indians. This river here was running blood for several days. And that took place in 1626 on Axe.
Yeah, hi everyone.
Hi.
Okay. Let me introduce my lovely monkeys to you folks because they are $6 each. And they can scream, some of them. Let me show you what I mean. Okay. So some can scream and some cannot. And then they are for $6, low price. Now let's move on to something else. Now I have here some lovely snacks for you all. Just in case you may like snacks, they are $2 and $3 for these bigger Pringles. $3. The smaller one is $2, and all the rest are the snacks. Oh, and this is $3. Snickers. And, you know. So now, can you hold this for me, sir? Yes, I have something else to show you besides this. Sorry to give you such a big job. Now we have the wraps. The wraps are $6 too. Low price, you know. Yeah, nice to go onto the beach or the pool. Butterfly wraps, different colors.
Will you take 5 for them?
Okay.
Citizenship business. Yes, I was saying now that you can get it if you buy a piece of land. Certain places it includes citizenship. You buy the passport, $1 million for the passport, and the passport allow 2 family members. If you're married, the wife and a kid or a cousin, whatever you
Did you say $1 million for the passport?
for the passport. $1 million for the passport.
Wow.
Right? Then the final way, you can get married to somebody what you don't know.
Oh. Can't do that. Can't do that.
I'm just letting you know the ways of getting it.
Hey,
That's
I
all.
got you.
I decide to take out some of the ocean and put some boulders there, so when hurricane, it will keep down some of the water. One or two might beat over, but it wouldn't be as bad as how it used to be there. And then over there, rocks used to be dropping from the mountain.
Okay.
2 people lost their life there. A lot of people can't get turned over but survive. You understand? When the rock drop, you have speed, you try to pull off it. You pull over the ocean. So they realized it was a serious hazard. So they decide to make some adjustment. And this is the adjustment. And this happened about 9 years ago.
That was a big job moving all these boulders.
Now on the left, this is a seafood restaurant. We call it Spratnet. Right here is where you get your best lobster dinner. And you can get a dinner for $20 out.
Okay.
Oh, right here on the left.
Like you said, it's clean.
Now this village, we call this village Old Road. Old Road. This
Old road.
right. This was the first established town. This was the first established town on the island.
Old road. Nursery.
What time does school start and let out?
Now school begins at 8:30. You go for lunch at 11:45.
They leave school and get
Yeah,
lunch?
some people some school give lunch, some you go home. 11:45. Then they come back for 1 o'clock. And then they finish at 3:30. But on Saturdays, they finish, on Thursdays they finish at 2:30. Now